Hello everyone, welcome to e-learning of IT for 12th standard. In last lecture, we have discussed how to create ordered list or numbered list. To create ordered list, the tag used is OL tag, right? And the different attributes of it like type, start, reverse can be used to have the different effects, different styling in the list. Today we will learn how to create unordered list or bulleted list. To create unordered list, tag used is UL tag, that is unordered list. Unordered list items are marked with the bullets, that is as like this dark circle. Okay, so by default unordered list will be marked with such a dark circles. Then as like in case of ordered list, in unordered list also, to add different list items, the tag uses li tag, that is list items tag. Now let us see different attributes of unordered list. So attributes and values of unordered list, that is UL tag. First attribute is a type attribute. Here possible values for type attribute can be disk, circle, square and none. If you will specify disk, then by default it will be a dark circle, that is bulleted style. It is a default style. If you specify circle, then it will have a circle. Here the tag uses UL tag. So within a UL tag, you can specify type is equal to circle. You can specify square so that list will mark with a square. And if you will specify none, then that list will not mark with anything. Second attribute is a style attribute. You can use this style attribute instead of this type attribute in HTML5 because sometimes HTML5 does not support the type attribute. Then in that case you can specify the different marking for the list in case of unordered list as a circle, square or none by using the style attribute. So how to use it? For that, within a UL tag add style as attribute, and style is equal to list dash style dash type colon specify the value among these, that is disk, circle, square or none. In this way you can use type or style attribute for unordered list. Now let us write a program using UL tag to create unordered list. So first open a notepad and start writing doc type HTML. After that HTML tag start and end of HTML. Then head tag start and end of head. Within a head tag you can provide a title for this page. So title and end of title. Suppose we provide a title as demo of unordered list. Demo of unordered list. Then close the head tag and open a body tag. Within a body tag start and end we can create a list. Let us provide a heading for our list, that is a unordered list. Suppose we want to create a list of different programming languages. Then specify here list of programming languages. List of programming languages. Now we want to create an ordered list. So we will use a tag, that is ul tag start and ul tag end of ul tag. To add items into this, we will use a li tag, that is li tag start and end of li tag. Within that li start and end, you can add a list item. Here is the list of programming languages. So add here any programming language. Suppose C programming. C programming. Then in this way you can add any number of list items here. Li and end of li. Suppose Java .NET li and end of li. Within that add any language. Li end of li. HTML. li and end of li. Within that, suppose JavaScript. In this way you can add any number of list items here. After that, close ul tag, then body tag and HTML tag. Now save the program. Ctrl S. Select your path where you want to save this program. Type a name for this. Suppose unordered list.html and save this program. Now try to execute it. See here unordered list. You can see heading is list of programming languages and these are different list items, that is programming languages. By default, style for unordered list is a dark circle, that is disk. You can specify different marking style with the help of attribute, that is a type attribute. So type is equal to, here you can specify circle, then save the program and again execute it. So see here you can see now every list item has now marked with a circle. If you want to specify a square, then you can use here square. Ul type is equal to square. You can see list items have marked with square now. If you use none value here, then list will not mark with anything. And if you will use disk, then it is a default style, that is dark circle, bulleted style. So in this way you can create unordered list. Now let us move to the next topic, that is next list type, that is a definition list. See here, to create a definition list, we will use a tag, that is a DL tag. So DL tag defines a definition list. DL tag defines a definition list. See here, basically this definition list is created to provide a definition of different terms. So for creating such a definition list, first tag use is a DL tag, as like in ordered list tag use is a OL tag. In case of unordered list, tag use is a UL tag. For definition list, the tag use is DL tag. Now in addition to DL tag, to add items into this definition list, the tags used are DT and DD. Here DT tag is used to define the term and DD tag is used to define the term's definition. That is, suppose if you want to write a definition for system, then you can use DT for the definition term, that is system, and to provide definition of system we will use a tag, that is DD tag. So in this way definition list is created with the tags DL, DT and DD tag. Now again let us write a program to understand this concept. Open new notepad and start writing a code. Suppose first line is doc type and document type is HTML. Then HTML tag start and end of HTML. Within HTML tag add head tag start and end of head. Within a head you can add title and end of title. Provide here any title, suppose demo of definition list. Now close the head tag, then open a body tag. Body tag start and end of body tag. Within a body tag, let us add a heading. Suppose H2 tag is used for heading. Then H2 start and end. Within that add a heading. Example of HTML definition list. Example of HTML definition list. Now we want to create a definition list and tag used for it is DL tag. So DL tag start and end of DL tag. Now within DL tag you can add a term to define using a DT tag. So DT tag start and end of DT tag. Then here add any term, suppose web. And now for this DT, that is for this web term, you can specify a definition using DD tag. So DD tag start and end of DD tag. Within that add the definition of web. The part of internet that contains websites and web pages. Websites and web pages. Now save this program. This is an example of definition list .html. Save the program and execute it. See here, this is a heading, this is data term and this is definition of this web. If you want to provide bold style for this web, you can do so like this. Suppose this is a data term, it should be in bold case. Then here you can use B tag around it, that is within B tag start and end you can have a web content. Now again save the program and execute it. In this way you can see web text is now in bold letters. Now in this way you can add any number of definitions here. Again use DL tag, DT tag for adding a data term, DT start and end of DT. Again you can use B tag start and end of B and add term that is to be defined, suppose HTML. Then add DD tag to define HTML. DD tag start and end. Within that add a definition of it, a markup language for creating web pages. Again save the program and execute it. So in this way you can add any number of list items here. Here you have not closed B tag, that's why text after HTML is also in boldface. So see the output. In this way you can add any number of terms and its definitions. To create definition list, basic tag use is a DL tag, and to define the term within it, the tag use is DT and DD. To define term, tag uses DT, and to have a definition of it, the tag uses DD tag. So in this way you can create a definition list. Now let us move to the next topic. After definition list, there is a nested list. What is nested list? The list within another list, either an unordered list or ordered list, is called as a nested list. That is, if any list is defined within another list, then that is a nested list. So let us write a program for it. We have to specify a list within list. So doc type HTML, then HTML tag start and end of HTML. Within HTML, again add head tag start, end of head, then title and end of title, demo of nested list. Then close the head tag, open body tag, start and end. Within a body tag, now add any heading. Suppose heading is using h3 tag. h3 tag start and end. Within that, give any meaningful heading. Suppose HTML nested list. Then after that you can use any type of list. Suppose we use ordered list. Then OL tag start and end. Within that you can add different list items. So suppose list of li tag start and end. Suppose we use a list of colors. Then HTML nested list. Or you can have a list of different topics or subjects. So first item, let us add introduction to IT. Then again add another item, li tag start and end, introduction to DBMS. Now before closing the OL list, we can add here any another type of list. Suppose we add unordered list, that is by using a UL tag. UL type is equal to, suppose, circle, and add the list items here. So li tag start and end. Within that, suppose definition of DBMS, Again li tag start and end. Within that add another text, suppose applications of DBMS, and add another list item, suppose advantages of DBMS. Now let us close these UL tags, that is here unordered list ends. Now suppose we add another list item in ordered list using li tag start and end of li tag. Here add any concept, suppose JavaScript. Then save the program nested.html and try to execute it. See here, we have created two different types of list. Within an ordered list, we have created unordered list. So 1, 2, 3, these different items are created using ordered list. After two items added into a ordered list, we create an unordered list and add three different items into it. After that, we close this unordered list and add third item into ordered list. So in this way you can create list within another list, that can be ordered list or unordered list. So such a type of list is called as a nested list. So in this way you can use different lists in HTML like ordered list, unordered list, definition list and nested list. In this way you can use again multi-level list, that is you can have a nesting of different lists between each other. So try to write the programs for all the types of list, note down in your notebook and execute those all programs. Thank you.